This is part 3 of a 3-part series. In part 1 and 2, I discussed 8 wraps on selections and masks. In this video, I'll wrap up, no pun intended, with 2 additional wraps, but this time on layers. You will learn the last layer that is selected is the only layer that gets affected. And look behind the scene to see what it means, or look behind the curtain to see what is certain. As an added bonus, I will summarize the golden rules of selections, masks, and layers. If you want to learn Photoshop in a fun and easy way, click the like, subscribe, share, and notification buttons so that you don't miss any more video like this one. Now that we've learned about selections and masks, let's complete our training with a discussion on layers. Let's look at the first rule of layers. Wrap it with me now. The last layer that is selected is the only layer that gets affected.
The layer that is selected is the only layer that gets affected. The layer that is selected is the only layer that gets affected. The layer that is selected. The layer that is selected. The layer that is selected. The layer that is selected is the only layer that gets affected.
While similar, don't confuse this principle with what we've learned earlier about the third rule of selection. Only what is selected gets affected, which refers to selections. We are now talking about layers. Even though you may have multiple layers in the layers panel, the last layer selected will be the only layers that gets affected. Select the blank layer, press the Command or Control, and then click the layer's thumbnail as a shortcut key to get to the selection of that layer, even though the layer is hidden. Click the model layer to select it, and with the brush tool, draw a large X across the selection. Notice that even though the selection was made on the blank layer, the model layer was affected because it was the last layer selected. The bottom line is a selection once made is available to all layers, but will only affect the last layer selected. Press Command or Control plus Z several times to undo the previous steps. This principle leads us to rule number 2 of layers. Wrap it with me now. Look behind the scene to see what it means, or look behind the curtain to see what is certain.
Look behind the scene to see what it means. Look behind the scene to see what it means. Look behind the scene, behind the scene, behind the scene. Look behind the scene, behind the scene, behind the scene. Look behind the scene, behind the scene, behind the scene. Look behind the scene, behind the scene, behind the scene. Look behind the scene to see what it means. Look behind the curtain to see what is certain. Look behind the curtain to see what is certain. Look behind the curtain to see what is certain. Look behind the curtain to see what is certain. Look behind the curtain to see what is certain. Look behind the curtain to see what is certain.
If you're new to Photoshop, sometimes you must look behind the scene to see what it means, like what Toto did on The Wizard of Oz. Choose Select, Deselect to deselect the current selection. Click the model layer to select it, and then draw a small selection in the middle of the canvas. Press the Delete key to delete the selection. Notice nothing appears to happen on the canvas. However, the selected area was indeed deleted, but it's not apparent because there is an exact copy of the model in the layers below it. You need to look behind the scene in the layers panel to see what actually happened. If you look at the model layer thumbnail, you will see the deleted area denoted by the checkerboard pattern in the middle of the layer's thumbnail. Click the eye icon on the backup layer to turn off this layer. Notice that you can now see the effect of the delete operation on the canvas as well. Press Command or Control plus Z to undo the previous step. Choose Select, Deselect to delete the current selection. Save the file if you desire. Since the bottom layer was made into a smart object, you can easily switch out the image without doing all of the steps that was done earlier again. Click the eye icon on the model layer to hide it. Right-click the background layer and select Replace Content from the menu. In the Replace File dialog box that appears, navigate to an image and then click the Place button. Press Command or Control plus T if necessary and scale and position the image to fit the picture frame as desired. Press the Enter or Return key or double-click the image to commit the transformation. That was wow. Spell it backwards. Wow. In closing, you have learned several vital principles of selection, mask, and layers from RAPS. Moreover, you learned 3 golden rules of selection, masks, and layers. Practice these techniques on your projects and in no time you too will be wrapping the golden rule of all 3 golden rules of selection, mask, and layers. The selection, mask, or layer that is selected is the only one that gets affected. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like, share, and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any more videos like this one. Click the link below for a free copy of my ebook. Thanks for watching and have a great day. And remember the rap, the more you learn, the more you may earn.